Waiting for people to pop in. Get my kit ready. And let me know how this live stream looks. Is it laggy? Is it working? Trying to find my tools. I got some flint I picked up in New Mexico. I'm currently in New Mexico. Just get my tools ready. So much stuff in this bag now. I gotta dig through to find what I'm looking for. Come on, where is it? There it is. All right, we got antler and we got copper. I'm gonna start with the copper. So I don't know how this is gonna be. I found it exactly like this. This is what it looked like when I picked it up. We camped right near the Blackwater Draw site in New Mexico. And all napping I do, you can see I'm on a tarp. So everything I'm picking up, I'm not leaving anything on archaeological sites. And I'm very curious to see what this New Mexico flint looks like. Get into it. There's a new option I see on here. I don't know what it is. It's like a star with a dollar sign. No idea what that is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. All right, gonna go. So I'm just trying to get a decent flake. Just one flake I want to work into an arrowhead. I think I'm gonna use a heavier billet. See what we could get. That kind of crushed. It's really, really tough. Wow, it's making my ears ring. Wow, look at that. All right, let me try from this angle. This is insanely tough stuff. Looks good though. I'm gonna need more leather to protect my leg. So I'm hitting it right on my leg. Wow. Might take me a bit to get into this. There we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. Rough stuff. It's definitely flint though. Let's see what I could get out of this piece. I got myself in the thumb. All right, I'm gonna try the issue stick here. On this, I'm gonna test out this flake first. Let me see if I could zoom in a little. Yeah, I can, cool. See how it looks if I start flaking it. Try to be a little gentle with it, because usually when you get a tough rock like that, when you're working the flakes, they are fragile. All right. Just try pressure flaking it instead of indirect. Make a little blow dart point here. That is really tough. Super, super tough. It's flaking though. I'm gonna have to use the indirect. It's not hitting, it's not shooting the flakes far enough. All right. Try again. Actually, let me flip this around to read. Would you rather go to a Diddy party or would you rather go drinking with Bill Cosby? I don't know, strange question. All right, let's see. Made me turn around the camera for that, really? Yeah. Let's fix that real quick. All right. You should be able to get a point out of it if it doesn't break. It's just hard to... It's hard to run flakes on this stuff. That piece just broke near the tip. I see there's some like chalk or limestone in there. Definitely cuts. All right, that's flaking a little easier now. Not by much, but it's going. Whew. So I camped out near the Blackwater Draw Paleo-Indian site, and I found flint there. Just right on the side of the road. So I'm testing some of it. Leah collects the gemstones. I just collect the flint. It is actually cold here tonight. Crazy. I was sweating yesterday. That's gonna look rough. Let me see if I could get rid of some of that. I'm at a spot here that I could actually order some food. So I have some food coming. They might interrupt the live stream, but that's okay. I don't want to make this too thin because I don't want it to break, but I want to get rid of as much of that stuff as I can. We'll just try our best with this New Mexico flint. Hung up in there. Sometimes if you want to get rid of the chalky cortex, you have to lose a lot of size on the point. I'm going to try not to do that. Just see if I could make something decent out of this. Oop. The rock itself is tough as can be. You don't have to get rid of all that stuff for it to work, but most people like it to look nice. Doing my best with it. All right, let me see if I could pressure flake the rest of this off, because I don't want to break it. Might lose a lot of size, but that's all right, because this one's going to go on a blow dart. Ah, man, it's tough. Does not look so bad now. Oh, I broke it. All right, try another flake. Oops. Looks like it has a lot of freeze cracks in it. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to get out of it, but it's so super tough. I'm going to bruise my leg hitting this thing. What do we got here? That's got some freeze cracks in it. That also has some freeze cracks in it. Just keep going until we get a decent piece. Wow. Keep going. So I got a low point here. I'm going to try hitting, run more flakes in there. Come on, man. All right. That's looking pretty crummy in there. That one looks like it might work. That has a line going through it. That's not good. We'll see if we could get something actually decent out of this. There's lots of lines and cracks in it. I'm trying to make an arrowhead or a blow dart. This is some of the toughest stone I've ever worked. Tough as in I'm hitting it and it's not breaking. Whew. And when it does break, it kind of shatters. All right, we'll try right here. Let me try a smaller billet might make a better flake. Nope. That one might be good. Put that in my pocket for a minute. There we go. That'll work. All right. Does look kind of thin, so I'm gonna tap gently on the edges to strengthen it a little bit. Yeah, that happens often. I get cuts all over my hands and part of what happens. This might just be a pressure flake only rock, 'cause this is breaking it like that. All right. Interesting. This would probably do better. You could use it for flintlock. I'm making an arrowhead as best as I can out of this stuff. Super tough. Does have some flaws in it. You can see a line right in here going right through the whole piece. So that's going to cause a problem. Get rid of as much of it as we can. Looks like it goes through the whole thing right to here. As soon as that food delivery comes, I'm gonna have to shut up for a second while they drop it off. This'll work. It's working. All right, let's see what we could do with it then. Whew. That's taking a lot of force to push those flakes off. Oh. There's that crack. All right, so should I make this the tip? I'll make this the tip. I see a line go straight through the whole piece right there. Just need something that'll fit on a blow dart. To do some experiments with this stuff. Zoom out a little bit. See if I can make something decently nice looking out of this. One of the tricks to working stone that doesn't really agree with you is just keep trying it. When I had stone that was too tough for me to knap, I tried all kinds of different methods to get it to work. And after a while, you learn what works with certain stone and what doesn't. Okay. This one might actually be good. Keep going. See how it turns out towards the end. Whew. I can't believe how tough this stuff is. Just got notified that the food is coming around the corner. So might have to pause for a second. Let's see. Looking pretty good. This spot has flaws in it. So I'm trying to get rid of the flaws right in here. Like that. Get rid of the cracks. Looking pretty good. Getting there. Just do little flakes to zigzag back and forth and make that edge good. It's getting there. Let me turn it around to see the comments here. Not quite Uber Eats. I'm currently not somewhere I could get my own food from the wild, unfortunately. That is coming up soon, though. That's coming out pretty good. So this spot here has a dip, and I want to get rid of the lump right there. I'm afraid if I use the indirect stick that it'll snap it. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of it like that. And now I gotta make it look nicer. I am trying. Oh, there goes the tip. All right. I am going to try to use indirect right here to get rid of this. Yeah, I'm trying this rough raw rock here to see what the ancient guys had to put up with. If I put my foot on my bag, I might have some more leverage with the indirect stick. That did it. There we go. Cool, man. So this is some really tough stuff, but if we could get through the toughness, it's gonna make some good spear points, arrowheads, blow dart points. I'm gonna put this on a blow dart, I think, once I finish it up. That cobble was found right near a Clovis site called Blackwater Draw. Let me read the comments real quick again, spin it around. Do I ever do step-by-step? I could. New Zealand has some really tough chert. Hard to get most of the time, though. Why is it hard to get? I've heard that a few times. I'm curious. Oh, and all the tools I'm using are in the product tab. If you hit products, you should see it. It should all pop right up. Main thing is, if you're actually hunting with these, you're gonna want them sharp. So make sure they're sharp as heck. Sharp enough to cut you, like that. That's looking a little better now. It's nice and thin. Let's shorten this ear to make it even. Kind of like how it flares out, though. Oh well. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm quite this. I'm gonna try to blend this a little better. Ear is like longer than the other and flares out. So I'm gonna try to put some flakes in here to kind of give the illusion of it flaring out. There's that and that. Getting there. Just about done with this one. There we go. Try to round off the base a little. Yeah, that would work. This is sharp as heck, too. I found that the tougher stones, when you're working it, tends to be more brittle and breaks. Laws protecting the stone is on. So one of the things you could do that I show on my channel, if you check it out, Dan, if you find a creek or a river or a stream near the quarry, it'll be in the quarry, in the creek or in the water, stream or brook or whatever's nearby that quarry. But make sure that's legal before you do that as well. All right. Take one more flake off right here. The tip is sharp. If I had a smaller flaker, this would work really well. Ah, there we go. That did it. All right, that's a perfect little blow dart point. That'll work amazingly. On my next live, I'll put this one on a blow dart and test it. I am currently on the road though, so that'll be a few days. Just traveled through New Mexico. We are finally getting near where we need to be. Came all the way from Vermont. Okay, here's that. Make sure it's sharp. One of the ways you could see if the rock you're working is sharp is if you take one of these flakes, you find an edge where the edge feels sharp to you. Let's see if I can get one that feels sharp. Okay. So, get an edge that looks and feels sharp. Take a piece of leather and see if it'll cut through the leather. Let me zoom in on this so you can see what I'm doing here. See how that cuts? This is tanned leather cutting right through. I'm just using a tiny little flake of the rock to do that. Alright, let me check out the comments here. Can you find some in a river like you show in your videos? Yeah, this I found right near a river, but it was just laying on the side of the road, really. This cobble of rock. I busted all these flakes off. It just looked like that. took one of the flakes and shaped an arrowhead from it. I drove all the way from Vermont with a 35-foot RV, and I'm currently in New Mexico. Yeah, I just read I watched a video. An archaeologist, her name's Heather Rockwell. She found stuff like this in an archaeological site. Let me see if I can fix this. It just said my camera went off tilt or something. There we go. So she found flakes like this in an archaeological site, and she said something like you would think that this is just what was discarded, and okay, I can't use that piece, let me knock another off this to make these. But those were all used as little cutting tools and knives. Like, she found that like 95% of those flakes were used. She could see it under high-powered microscope. So this one you could see through. Sharp as heck. Hi from New Mexico. That's a far away to be watching. Alright, I gotta sign out here. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see me use this. I'm probably going to be hunting something with it. So hit subscribe. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you soon.